Hey folks, ready for another video this week. Do another segmented piece. It's my favorite thing to turn. I do put some other stuff up there, but you can tell I put a lot of segmented stuff up on the channel. This week, it's gonna be I'll show you a little picture. Got my cut diagram here. It's a vessel, more like a vase or a bowl. I don't think you can see it, man. Let me bring it on up so you guys can see it. There you go. And you can see it's kind of like a wedge shape, wide at the top, narrow at the bottom. And this piece is going to be made out of walnut, cherry, and maple. The base will be about 4.5 inches in diameter, and that top largest ring will be close to 10 inches in diameter. So let's go ahead and pull the wood from the stack behind me, and we'll see what we can come up with. Here, let me turn you so you can see. Tilt this down. There we go. Good shot of the wood there. Plenty of wood to turn that vessel. I don't even know if I'll have to break into the big thing of walnut. This might be enough walnut for the whole piece. There's just the one ring and some smattering of pieces. The rest of it is going to be made with the cherry and the maple. So I think this will be a fun build. One thing I didn't say in my opening there was how many segments. This can be 10 segments per ring. And as it turns out, this little piece of offcut from my last project I did with walnut won't be enough to cover it, but I'm going to rip this down to 1.5 inches, and that should cover most of the ring widths, or most of the segments for the bowl, with the exception of the top main ring and the base. So we'll get this one ripped down, and then we'll cut the other walnut. That should be all the walnut we need for this build. Now let's see what our next piece we cut is. I think we're gonna go with maple because that's the most of the wood. I've got images of each of the rings, and I use this to help me figure out what to cut in what order. There's light, which is cherry, there's white, which is maple, and then there's this dark gray, which is walnut. It's hard to tell on my printer, it's going bad, but it works for what I need. So now I'm gonna cut out maple strips. There is our wood species. Maple, cherry, walnut. I think this is going to turn out very nice. You're already seeing some chatoyancy on the walnut. We haven't even done anything to it yet. So, let's have some fun. So we'll take you around and take a look at our segments we got cut up over here. Boom. That, I think, is going to be a pretty bowl. Got my rings here, and I want to try to get them kind of stuck in a random order when I glue up the layers together. So I'm going to run them through the drum sander here, get them flat, and I'll stick them on the lathe to glue up some random order. They're pretty flat now. I mostly just got to get the glue off of the faces of these. Them have like, you know, 3 browns, you know, 3 walnuts and a maple and a few maples, or some maples and some walnuts and some cherries. And I kind of want it to look random when it's done being turned. So I've lined this up kind of how I want to see it looking at the end, right? So it's kind of going to look like this. I don't want to have any of the browns lined up. I don't mind if they stack up exact, but if I got 2 over here, I don't want to put 2 on the same side, right? That's kind of my thinking. So if I put this offset there, and then I turn it just a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this lined up the way I like. I'm going to draw a line down the face of this. So when I glue it up, I'm going to have my match marks to make sure the colors are stacked how I want, and the marker will just turn away as I rough down this bowl. I think I'm going to glue this up in 2 stages. Once that dries a little bit more, I'll press it all together, turn the first half, then glue on the top view rings, turn the inside of that. See how it goes. Last time I tried to do it all in one turn, and I wasn't happy with the results of the inside of the bowl. Getting there. We're getting there. Well, folks, that's it. We finished it up. I think this one turned out awesome. Like I said at the beginning, walnut, maple, cherry. I've put that in random locations throughout the different segments on this piece. I think, as I said, it turned out awesome. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've done so far. It has 10 segments in each ring. Final dimensions, and you can take a look at the inside, how cool that looks. About 9.5 inches in diameter, 6.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches at its narrowest. I really like how this one turned out. One error that I really dislike, had a small separation on this segment right here during glue up. I don't know how good you can see that. I'll try to bring it in. Maybe you can see it there. It's minor, but it makes me grumpy. I did use the Axe abrasive paste and restoring wax. I'll put a discount code in the description below and a link to their shop. 15% off if you want to get it. I appreciate you stick around with me on this one. Again, fun turn, and we'll see you guys in a few weeks when I decide on what the next one's going to be. Have a great one.